This is the guided practice for 9.6. Let's do number 1. The manager has an apartment complex. The manager of an apartment complex will install new carpeting in a studio apartment. The floor plan is right here. I'm going to make it bigger. Now, I kind of see, as I'm looking at this, if I go like this, then I have a parallelogram. And I can find the area of a parallelogram. It's 5 plus 10. So this is 15 feet by 25 feet. So 15 times 25 equals 375 feet squared. Now that's this whole thing, okay? But I gotta get rid of this little part here and this little part here. Now, let's do this part first. Get rid of this. I see it's a triangle, and a triangle is 1/2. So the area is 1/2 times base times height. So the area of that triangle is 1/2 times my base of 5. Oops. Times my base of 5 and my height of 8. So if I do that, that gets me 40 times 1/2 equals area. Area equals 20. So I got to get rid of 20 feet squared. And that leaves me right now with 355 feet squared. But I also have this little section here that doesn't need carpet. So I got to figure out what this triangle is and get rid of it. Okay, if I know this to here is 25, so 12 plus 8 is 20, another 5 here. Okay, and then this goes right across 5 feet, and then this would be 10 feet, but I don't really need to know that. I just need to know this little triangle here, which is 5 by 5. So, area equals 1/2 times base times height. Area equals 1/2. The base is 5 times the height is 5. So area equals 1/2 times 25. Area equals 12.5. Now if I get rid of the 12.5, I do that on my calculator, it gives me, wait a minute, 355 minus 12.5 equals 342.5 feet squared. That's what needs to be carpeted. Okay? Alright, let's look at number 2. I do love these. I think they're interesting, and they make you think. Okay, Fitness has an entrance to the locker room from both the dance studio and the weight room. What is the total area of Fitness? Okay, so I'm going to find this right here, and then I'm going to find this right here. So I have 2 parallelograms, and I can find the area. Now, I do need to know what this is right here. Because I'm going to find out, I want to find out what this is here, what this is here, and then what this is here. Okay? So I actually need to know what this is and what this is. Well, if I know here to here is 28, here to here is 14, so this must be 14 feet from here to here. Okay, I get it all. Let's do this different. Okay, so if this is 28, then this must be 14, and this would be 14 feet. Okay, I'm going to do something similar. If this from here to here is 30, this is 16, then this must be 14 feet, because 14 plus 16 would equal 30 feet. Okay, so now I'm going to find this weight room. The weight room is 28 times 30. It's a parallelogram. Area equals base times height. And area equals 28 times 30. 28 times 30 is 600 feet squared. Okay, so that's part. Now, let's do this dance studio. It also is a parallelogram. There's the height, there's the base. Area equals base times height. Base is 33, height is 42. So 33 times 42 equals 1386 feet squared. Now, that's all of this parallelogram is 1386. All of this is 600. So if I add the 600 with the 1386, I will get everything, but this right here is counted twice. It's counted in the dance studio here and in the weight room. So once I figure out what this is, I just have to get rid of it once, because I only want it counted once. So 14 by 14, so that's just 14 times 14, because the area equals base times height. Area equals 14 times 14, and area equals 196. Okay? So I just need to take one of those away. So let me add the weight room, 600, plus the dance studio, 1386. That gets me 1,986. But let me check that again. The book is saying something different. I know this is 28 by 30. 28 times 30. Oh. I did that wrong. I don't know what I did. This shouldn't be 600. This is 840 feet squared. Okay. So let's get rid of this. Now let's add the weight room. 840 feet squared plus the dance studio is 1386 feet squared. That gets me 2,200 feet squared. And then I just need to remove this locker room once. The locker room, we realized, was this 14 times 14, which is 196. So let's get rid of 196 feet squared. And what will that leave us with? 2226 minus 196. It leaves me with 2,030 feet squared. 2,030 feet squared. Okay? So, there's probably other ways to do it. Let me do one. Oops, let's erase this. I want to show you one other way that we could have done this. If you get confused by that being the locker room being twice and we got to get rid of it once, here's what I'm going to show you. With measurements, I know this right here, this parallelogram, is 16 by 28. Now, I can figure out this little bit here because I know this is 14. 16, this is 16. So 16 plus 14 gets me a total of 30. So I know this is 14 times 14, and 14 times 14 equals 196. And then 28 times 16 is 448. And then I can just do this whole dance studio and locker room. And that's 42 times 33 equals 1386. So then instead of having to subtract anything, I just add this room up, and this room up. And when I do that, I get 1386 plus 196 plus 448, which gets me the same 2030 feet squared. Okay? Different ways to do it. Be creative. Think about it. And have fun.